right? For the Hebrew Israelites, we come in week and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as the United Snakes of America, the land on which we stand, right? Standing on it like quicksand, all right? Come out week in and week out to wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the people on this sign: Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indian, and Speckled Bird. Right? And it behooves you to find out what that means, right? Anyway, point being made, time is short, right? Therefore, repent, therefore, and be converted, because time is short. That's the message, all right? One message. We can go home now. Repent, time is short, be converted, get back in order. Get you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians to wake up, wake the hell up, right? To repent, acknowledge your offense, get back in order, and pray for forgiveness. Okay? Learn the name of the Most High and His Son, and get into this strong tower while there's still a chance. Okay? So therefore, first and foremost, and as always, all praise is due to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, the Aquat that are listening, learn, and be in a pillar of rest. All right, the 144,000, one-third, the hopeful elect of Israel. All right, Shalom. Brother Yashuan. It's not supposed to rain today, so we'll see how it goes. I think I'm dressed appropriately, overdressed really, but I don't think the sun is coming out, so good deal. All right, so where are we at? Where are we at this point, right? Well, we're watching, okay? Let's go back to the beginning. For me, it was 08, right? In 07, I'm getting a divorce after 16 years, right? And I'm looking for black Cesare, black Cesare, just to go around the J word. I'm like, I need black Cesare, right? So, Salakia, let me go check the post real quick. Salakia, okay, that's beautiful because, yep, Shalom, brother came and left. Yeah, the post is the coast and the post is clear. So yeah, so 07, I'm looking for black Cesare because it was time for me, right, to embark upon something new. After this divorce, there was nothing holding me to this place anymore. So I'm like, okay, well, it's time to go on tour. It's time to, leave, go to where my job description flourishes, and there are plenty of places. Go to Vegas, LA, Boston. There's all these different places where I could go make a great living, right, with what it is that I'm trained to do. So anyway, I'm ready to go sign a record deal with Puff Daddy, right? In so many words. So, and it had nothing to do with, being homosexual or gay. Had nothing to do with it. Zero. Never have. Anyway, I'm about ready to go sign a record deal because I can, right? And I'll sign any deal at that point because you know, I'm aging. I'm at least 40. In '07, I'm like 43, 44 years old. So, and then coming, I'm like, okay, I'm middle aged, so do something. I could tour. I could go get on anybody's tour, right? And be out there and do what it, you know, what people like that do or whatever. But at that moment, I was coming in. I was being made, right? Little did I know I was being made to make a choice, right, on what I was actually going to do. And right away, you're presented with put ye first the kingdom, right? So after that, it's pretty easy. You got to make a choice. What you gonna do? So being a rock star, that's easy. What you mean I don't have to do that anymore? Beautiful, right? And do I have to do it? Yeah, I still got to get out there and, you know, make some money, pay the bills, and make some chump change, you know. Continue to live low. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Supposed to be out here couch surfing and barely surviving. So hey, little did I know. I'm an expert at it. Anyway, so let's go back to the beginning then. '08, right? You come in, you're like this, okay. So what I'm gonna do right now, you know, if it be the Lord's will, is I'm gonna bring out these milk scriptures that you learn on the way in. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna equate them, right, with wisdom and maturity, Lord willing, break down what they mean now, okay? For the people coming in, see, because I don't normally address people that are newly coming in. I just talk as if you've been in this thing for 15 and 16 years, and if you get it, then you do, and if you don't, then this ain't for you, you know. But clearly the Spirit is on me to go back to the basics and back to the milk, you know. And for me, that would be Amos 9 and 8 was the beginning for me. Amos 9 and 8, Job 9 and 24, you know. Those are the things that you learn when you're coming in. So let's go back to that and let's see what that means, what it meant then to me in '08 and what it means now. I don't know how many years later. I can't count that high. All right? Because this book is alive and at different times these things mean different things. What does it mean now? Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom. What does that mean now as opposed to what it meant in '08? I'm going to read it right now, but now we know that the chariots are here. We know that, right? We know that the war in heaven, if you're paying attention, you know this, that the war in heaven is right before your eyes. If you're paying attention, they did a real good job at obscuring it and diverting your attention and you know, they distracted the shit out of you and said, hey, all right, that's no longer, let's move on, right? The drones. Let's move on from the drones, right? But guess what? The war in heaven rages on. Let's move on from the drones. That's old news. Let's shift the news focus. But the war in heaven rages on. Understand? So if you're watching, these things mean something different. What do these things mean that is different? Amos 9 and 8. This is the beginning. We're going back to the start. And we're going to, what this meant back then. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful king. What that meant then was, what it meant in '08 is, hey, this place is about to fall. God's been watching. The sins have reached to heaven, and now we're in the beginning of the end. And in '08, here's what was going on. '07, from '07 to '08, here's what was going on. Obama had just won the White House. So from '07 going into '08, on the 20th of January, this nigga was getting sworn in. So we were already saying, Monkey Boy is an African, And he's going to come against us. And people are like looking at us, outraged, like, nigga, what? This is a nigga, and we finally. And we were like, no. This nigga's about to betray us, right? This is in '08. So, what did behold the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom? I got to read it. All right. Amos 9:8. KJV. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. That's even going into Jacob's trouble. The lead up to the destruction itself is Jacob's trouble, which is part of the destruction, if you will, because he's not only is he mentioning the destruction, he's mentioning the saving as well. So when that happens, when you get both of them like that, that's referring to Jacob's trouble too. For example, let's get it. Let's go to Jeremiah, where it says what? Jeremiah 30:7 says, whose name? Jacob. This is Jacob's trouble. But when you notice, it's going to give you the bad news and it's going to give you the good news in conjunction with what? Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. There's the bad. But he shall be saved out of it, talking about the elect, right? Elect of Israel. But that's the good news. So you get the good news, you get the bad news, and you get what? Jacob's trouble. Good news and bad news about what? About Jacob's trouble. I'll read it again. Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. That's the bad. But he shall be saved out of it. That's the good. The saving is the good part. Let's go to Daniel, right? Because that's where the Spirit is going. Well, you always do that. Well, that's where the Spirit. See, because right now, in order to be saved, shouldn't you know what it means to be saved, right? Or who's going to be saved? Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble. There's the bad. There's the bad news. A time of trouble, such as never was, since there was a nation, even to that same time. Now here's the good. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. So you got the bad, you got the good about what? About Jacob's trouble. Got it? Now we'll go to Matthew, and we'll do the same thing. Might as well play it all the way out. Matthew 24 and 21. Speaking of Jacob's trouble, you're going to get the good, the bad, about what? About Jacob's trouble. Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not from the beginning of this world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Okay? For then shall be great tribulation. Tribulation is trouble, great trouble. What trouble? Jacob's trouble. Right? For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of this world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Going into the saving. Okay, so you got both parts. You got the trouble, right? Great tribulation, that's the trouble. Then you got the saving, that's the good. You got the bad, you got the good. About what? Jacob's trouble. Now we go to the Apocrypha. We just keep going, right? Because wherever we came from, which was Amos, we're going back there. But let's go to the Apocrypha first. Keep going back and forth. This is about balance, right? Here's what's going to get you through Jacob's trouble. Balance, right? Wisdom and knowledge. Stability. What is stability? Stable. Balance, right? 2nd Ezra 16 and 40, 16 and 70. It's lucky. Bear with me. 2nd Ezra 16:74. Listen for the bad, the good, and the trouble. Whose trouble? Jacob's trouble. 2nd Ezra 16:74. Oh, hear ye, my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble. Whose trouble? Jacob's trouble are at hand. But I will deliver. There's the saving. Got the bad, the good, and the trouble. Right? But I will deliver you from the same. Salah. Hear ye, O my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. So you got the bad, you got the good, and you got about what? Bad and good about what? About Jacob's trouble. Right? All balance. Because the false balance is an abomination to the Most High. Now, where did we start? We started at Amos. Well, where are you going with this? We started at Amos. Right? Let's go back to Amos 9 and 8. So it mentions the good and the bad. So the trouble must be in there somewhere, right? Amos 9 and 8. All right. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. There's the trouble, the destruction. See that? And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Saving, there's the saving. Uh-oh, there's the good. The destruction is the bad, the trouble. Right? Which is a little different from Jacob's trouble, because the destruction is at the end of what? Jacob's trouble. So preceding the destruction is Jacob's trouble. The destruction is the culmination of Jacob's trouble. All right? So Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom. I will destroy from off the face of this. Saving, there's the good. I will not utterly, completely destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. So you got the good, the bad, and what? Pointing at the destruction or the trouble, right? Destruction is part of that Jacob's trouble, right? A lot of niggas are going to be destroyed in Jacob's trouble, right? Because you're already destroyed for lack of knowledge. Anyway, so that's how we come back around on Amos 9 and 8 today. What does it mean? Behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom. Back then it was, shit wasn't that bad. Not as bad as it is right now. Shit wasn't that bad in 08, right? We just had the, what was it? The dot-com bubble, whatever they called it. The housing crash or whatever. Wasn't that bad. We thought it was bad. Shit ain't even got bad. About to get bad. Mass death is on the way. All right, so anyway, it's getting bad. So here's what it means today. All right. Well, it means that the angels are here, right? Behold, the eyes of the Lord power. It meant the same thing then, but the angels being here today is so much, it's like today is 90. Back then it was 40. Not even that, 35 then. Now, the angels is like 90. Meaning at 100, they just gonna show up and say, we're here, right? So, I mean, that's how far along we are. Let's just say 15 years and use that as a measuring stick. And as we use that as a measuring stick, let's go to the reason for the season, right? What's the reason for the season? Let's start at Ecclesiastes, because there's a season, right? Ecclesiastes 3, let's start there. Salah. Bear with me. Okay, so Ecclesiastes, and then we're going to 2nd Ezra 9. Lord willing. If I can remember that far ahead. Salah. So the milk should be easy. Behold, the Lord, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom. and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Those are the first things that we learn. That the Most High, right, is the one doing the destroying. Right? Ecclesiastes 3:1, to everything there is a season. What is the reason for this season that we're in right now? Okay. Right? To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Okay. Now that that has been established, what is the reason for the season that we're in? Somebody, do you know what the Hubble Space Telescope is being used for? Looking for you. Is that nigga here yet? That's what the Hubble was, make this space telescope. Oh yeah, we're just observing the galaxy. Is that nigga here yet? They're waiting. Right? Well, we are the Hubble Space Telescope. This is 2nd Ezra 9. This is the reason for the season. The season that we're in right now. 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. The time. Time is dealing with the seasons. Right? Time is dealing with what? Damn. Ecclesiastes, go back. Salakia. 3. There is a what and a season? Uh-oh. So what is the reason for the season? Measuring the time diligently. That's the answer. Okay? Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time. There's a time and a season to everything. What are we supposed to be doing right now during this time? Watching, being on our watch post, measuring the time diligently in and of itself. Letting the people know, warning them what? How much time they got left. We're the timekeeper. We're like Issachar out here. All right? And now we're out here blowing it. If you're not right now, if you don't have your ram's horn out right now, leading up to, is that the Malakia? Who's that? The Lion Boss. Who's the Lion Boss? I love you. I love you too, Lion Boss. All right. Yeah, if you don't have your shofar out right now, if you don't have your shofar out right now, getting that blast right, you got to have a certain sound of that trumpet. You can't have an uncertain sound, so you got to start now, so that when the Passover ceremony is taking place, 3 short blasts of the trumpet. Now, that's not a sure sound. So what must you be doing right now before the Passover? You gotta have that shofar out a couple of times. You gotta be, if you're not making people in the neighborhood mad, we're measuring the time. Why? Because right now we see them climbing over the hill. They're coming over the hill. Here comes the Passover. And if your horn is giving an uncertain sound, it's because you're not paying attention. You see the Passover coming up, you're like, they start warming up, you're like, a trumpet player before he, go watch Mo Better Blues, and this guy, Denzel Washington, he's in the mirror just for hours, just working on his armature, right? Why? So that when you go out there, you're not making a damn fool of yourself. So when the Passover, it's time for the Passover, and you done been warned, right? many times, and now you done hardened your neck. You're like, ah, nigga, I'm gonna handle that shit on that day. And then you giving an uncertain sound on the pass. Hey, the Passover can get you. So now's the time to have respect going into the Passover, right? Because this might be the last Passover. This could be symbolic, right? If you understand what the hell is going on, right? All you need to do is look at the title, right, for the year. That lets you know that we're out of here. If you're spiritual. So there's no time. Here's the warning. All right? Ain't no time left. So once you get in, guess what? It's still, oh, I'm in now. No, you're not in now. Nope. Now it's time to really fight. Okay? The Pope done let in all kind of demons. It's demon time out here. Everybody's losing their damn mind. Right? Gearing up for the thing is this. There's mass confusion going on. We're the only ones that know what's going on. All right? Here's what's going on. All right? We're at the end of the age. Here's the answer. We have the answers. Well, what's going on? Well, we're at the end of the age. Everything is going to hell and nobody can do a damn thing about it. That's it. Okay. Well, what do we do? Well, you act like you got some motherfucking sense. You act like you got some sense. That's the answer. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means that you got to have the Most High's name in your head, number one, and anybody that doesn't is full of shit. You act like you ain't got no damn sense, right? No, you got to be acting like the elect. That's what you. Here's the answer, the short answer. If you're fucking just waking up, right? I'm gonna get you there real quick. Look at the elder apostle Tahar, and all the elder apostles. Take notes and start acting like them now. And do the best you can and pray that you're of the elect. That's it. Other than that, enjoy the show and go fuck yourself. All right? It's every man for himself. There's the king right there. Malakia. People love to go themselves. Yeah, no, they are demons. They are demons. Shalom, beloved. Shalom, Akim. All of y'all. The water for showing up, the water for participating, all of that. Just seeing you guys is beautiful. Man. Yeah, demons are presenting that. This is the demon's last hurrah. What is a demon going to do in the kingdom? And even, see, Edom got the 1,000-year clock is about to start for Edom. And I mean the countdown to extermination. It hasn't started quite yet, right? But that's going to be scary. The day that it starts, that's all they got left, right? So I'd be squirming too. And them 1,000 years are going to be spent getting that ass whooped, that retribution. It's terrible. It's going to be terrible. But guess what? It's going to be wonderful, right? Happy is he. Happy shall they be, right? I'm happy right now just thinking about it. But preparation, all right? We should be in preparation. You should be doing everything required of you, right, to make it. If you're a prophet, you need to be out there telling the people about this, the Sihip, and the whole truth, the 100% truth, and not playing around selling T-shirts and scolding somebody for not wearing fringes is ridiculous, right? I mean, that's for kids. That's akin. Or where your fringes? Fringes is akin to having somebody bow down and kiss your boot, which went out in 2011, right? Well, we're just waking up to, well, get with the program. I'll give you the advanced course one more time. Look at the elder apostles of GMS and act like them, right? Pray that you're of the elect, motherfucker, and put your head in between your legs and get ready to kiss your ass goodbye if you ain't got no faith. That's all I can say. Other than that, you're on your own. It's every man for himself. Work out your own salvation with righteous fear, right? And trembling. Because it's way too late to be pussyfooting around asking stupid questions out here. All right? Here's the crash course. And if you don't get it, right? If your spirit doesn't resonate with, you're pretty much not of the elect. Because the elect are going to get it anyway. Here's the way. Here's the lightning rod, right? Straight to the front of the class. And trust me, you don't want to be at the front of the class, right? That's where the real challenge is. A nigga want to jump up overnight and tell the elder apostles how to walk in the truth. It's just crazy. That's a demon. Like the brother Malakia, King J, is sitting there. Demons are just presenting themselves, right? Why? Because they know that they have but a short time. Is that the time yet? Paul, I know you. Howishai, I know. But is it, nigga, is it time yet? That's why demon, you're going to look to the side in GMS and a demon is going to present himself and say, nigga, my time is up. I know some of them demons, right? And I pray that them brothers that you get that demon up off you. How about that? Right? If you're still in this thing swinging, right? You still got the same doctrine, right? On the outskirts, right? Some of us out here. Lord willing, I'm one. Okay? I speak for us out here, you one-man camps, right? That, you know, you've been left with no other choice but to swing as hard as you can all the way out of this motherfucker. Let me tell you something. Make sure you leave a gear. Don't swing out right now. You need a couple of gears left. That mass death starts. All right? So, we're measuring. All right? We're warning. We're measuring. We're coming back with the measurements. We're saying, look, dude. Here's how much time is left. Hebrews 10 and 38. Trying to stay aware this week. Hebrews 10 and 38. Now my book is going to start at 10 and 38. Between that and I don't know where Hebrews is. Here it is. Woo! All right, this is the brother Aziala, Idaho. Beloved brother. Brother on fire. Hebrews 10 and 38. I'm going to start at 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. And we're right there, right? So it should be easy to bulk up your faith right now. 38. Now the just shall live by faith. And that's what the brother's sending the message right there. Look, man. All right. Get that name in your head. The example would be right? You're going into war like Yahweh Shai. He laid down his life. He won the war, all right? Understand that? And then look at the other apostles and then walk in the spirit like they are, right? Working, teaching, being relentless, all right? And they're living by pure faith, all right? They're walking in faith. Be like them, all right? And see, the truth resonates at a particular frequency, right? And here's how you know the frequency of truth. The mark of the beast is a RFID microchip and the Neuralink. If you don't get that, you're not resonating at the spirit of at the frequency of truth, okay? And you're not gonna get it. But if you get that, right, already it's pointing at two groups, all right? GMS and Sakari. And Sakari is a bunch of bug outs. It is what it is, all right? So if you're studying under GMS, all right, you are resonating at the frequency of truth, and you better try to hold on to that with all you got. Okay, now I'm getting these weird signals from my okay, I stopped charging. I got to keep my eye on that and then fix it. All right, so Hebrews 10:38, Hebrews 39. There you go. There you go. Did I read 39? The water to the beloved brother. Hebrews 10:39. But we are not of them. See? Now, who is we? We are of the hopeful elect. And man, you know what? It's too late. It's too late. So I got to give you the crash course. All right. And if you don't get it, you're not resonating at the frequency of truth. And there's not a damn man. We moving on. Or hey, if you're not resonating, there's nothing I can do. I'm trying right now. I'm trying hard to go back on this milk. Let me finish this. Hebrews 10:39. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. So those that are going to make it are going to be full of faith, full of belief in what? In the things that we've learned from the beginning. Well, what did we learn from the beginning? Most High's eyes are upon the sinful kingdom, and he's going to destroy it from up. Well, guess what? We're real close to the destruction. All right? Vlad, they're dealing from the top right now. Okay, you got Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin about to have the meeting. What meeting? Whether we're going to blast the fuck out of each other or not. Well, what's going to be the outcome of the meeting? It's a go. This is how close we are. All right, Marco Rubio and Sergei Lavrov meet in Saudi Arabia a couple of days ago and say, okay, yeah, well, we need to have further talks. What talks? Well, talks. One day, those talks are going to turn into, well, here's Vlad and here's Trump in the same room, and these are the last talks that are going to break apart, and then the missiles. Those talks. They're having those talks right now. See? Here's how close we are to what? Well, before we get to the kingdom, right? Before you get to heaven, what? Got to go through hell. All right? Where's that balance? Right? Jacob's trouble, heaven. Jacob's trouble, but he will be saved out. Saved from what? Saved for heaven. You got to have both. Oh, well, I'm ready to go to heaven. Yeah, you are. You're not really ready to go. Guess what? When you pray to the Most High, guess what? You're going to get jacked up. You don't know that yet? I'm praying to be rich. Well, you're going to get jacked up. I want to be rich in Esau's world. Well, you're going to drink some blood. You're going to be branded. And we're going to enslave you. And you're going to go sleep with some sheikhs and some camels over in Dubai. Welcome to being rich. See, you got to watch out what the hell you're asking for. You haven't figured out yet, okay? The Most High created good and evil. The Most High created evil. The Most High created where you have to do a ritual, right? You got to go join a secret society, right? And do some rituals, right? That nobody, some unspeakable shit, sacrifice some animals, right? Drink some blood, whatever you're doing over here, right? Just to get this much power that's not even really power. Witchcraft is not power. Witchcraft is sleight of hand. Witchcraft is magic. Okay, that's not really power. But to a have-not, right, which is a heathen, to a heathen, that's a whole lot of power. Janus and Jambres thought that they had it live, right? Real power, guess what? You got to make a sacrifice. You got to, hey, you got to pray to God. They're over here, they're doing the same thing, but on the left hand. The Most High created that way, but he created it to be nothing. That's for the heathen. For you, Jake, hey, you got to do it's almost the same thing, but in righteousness doth he judge and make war. Guess who made war? Let me go over and drop some bombs and kill a bunch of people. Most High made it. But in righteousness doth he judge and make war. Balance, understanding the nature of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. These are the things that you learn when you come in. Behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. Right? The Most High is the one doing all of this. Most High created the sinful kingdom. Back then it was talking about you, Nick, you Jakes, you wild ass monkeys that the Most High just happens to love. And it is what it is. So Lucky, I'm trying to stay up on the comment board. Yep, we're good. I want to say Shalom and Thawada for everybody out here. And I know I talk a lot. Okay, so that's did we get that? Let me make sure. Hebrews 10. Was it 10? 10 and yep. Yep. We are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. Hey, we wouldn't be out here. Trust me, I wouldn't be out here as an old man, right? You think you like, I shouldn't have played that football. I shouldn't have ran that track. I shouldn't have played that basketball. They didn't give a damn. That shit didn't do a damn thing for me. My feet are all fucked up, right? It's hard to stand up out here. I got a million other things that I'm not gonna go into right now, right? I shouldn't have did all of that shit for nothing, right? And even these monkeys out here getting paid, right? Millions of dollars, them niggas are not happy, man. They are not happy, right? Because this place is an abomination. If you had like $200,000 to your name right now, that shit would be gone in about a year. Because the prices are so high for everything going up right. The price for rent is gonna be in the next year, that ain't gonna transpire. In 2 years, rent is gonna be like $4,500 for a one and one. So call halal Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that shit ain't coming to pass. Anyway, this is Job, right? 9 and 24. What does that mean today? What does Job 9 and 24 mean today? Does it still mean what it meant in 08? Right? Now, I'm not being funny. I'm trying to. Job 9 and 24. Salah. Yep. Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? This truth is tricky. Okay? On one hand, you got elder apostle Tahar. On the other hand, you got Nathaniel 7, right? Who was taught by the elder apostle Tahar, right? Who at one time broke down the name of the Lord perfectly, because it's still on record, right? And he was taught by the elder apostle. How did he go so far off? To believe that he covered the faces of the judges thereof, right? That's somehow the image, right, of the beast. How'd this guy go so far off? He was taught by the elder apostle, right? He knew the name, taught it, but now he can tell you that the image of the beast is somehow he covered the faces of the judges, right? Really, that's talking about, hell, whoever did that. Esau at large, not just, right, Caesar Borgia. That's just making it too easy. First of all, it's not the truth. Second of all, that's just too easy. I'm selling fringes to all buyers, right? Buy the truth and sell it not, right? Anyway, hey, the truth is hidden. It's not for everybody. It's hidden. All right, anyway, Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who's the wicked? Well, pursuant to Malachi 1 and 4, which is the milk, right? If you don't know who the devil is right now, you're in trouble, man. Because as the devil is killing you with his pitchfork and his tail, laughing, burning your whole ass, you're going to be loving him and saying, hey, we got a chance at this. He's going to be killing you, and you're going to be allowing him to, because you don't even know that that's your enemy. You don't know who the devil is. You don't know who your enemy is, right? This motherfucker got you confused. So-called white man's job is to deceive the nations, right? He is the ultimate Decepticon, murderous, lying sack of shit, okay? And he's real good at, Most High is perfect in everything, right? So when you understand that, the only way, right? The only way out of this thing, the only way through safely, the Most High's Tesla robots called Esau, right? Esau is the Most High's Tesla robots. Elon Musk has his own Tesla robots. The Most High has his own Tesla robots called the Edomites, okay? Jake, 2/3 of Jake are going to go heads up with Elon Musk's Tesla robots. Jake is going to go, 2/3 of Jake is going to go heads up with the Most High's Tesla robots, which are Esau. The little militias and the brigades, and I can't wait to kill me a few niggers. They're out there. They're waiting. They're about to be activated, right? It's going to be a bloodbath. And that's the war that has to happen before the kingdom comes. That's the Jacob's trouble. That has to happen, right? To a bloody pulp until the Most High has to step in, or there'll be no flesh left to save. Because Esau's going to be mowing them down. Them Tesla robot, the Most High's Tesla robots, which are Esau, right, are going to be working in tandem with Elon's Tesla robots. So we're about to see some warfare, boy. It's going to be crazy. And the only way out of this thing, right? When you imagine the amount of mass that, see, a nigga can't deal with smelling one dead body, right? A motherfucker's not, you know, they think they speak of the race war, Rahoya, and the Civil War. We're gonna be out there with the motherfucker. When you get out there and it's shooting from everywhere and there's nothing but mass confusion, guess what? The only way you come out of that thing alive is if the Most High wrote that into your story. That's it. Because anything could happen. That confusion. First thing happened, you get scared. Well, it wasn't like this. When I was thinking about that shit, I didn't think it was going to. And see, on top of all of that, on top of anything natural going on, that you would, you know, a motherfucker goes to the range, right? Pop, 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 ding, ding, ding. Nobody's shooting back, right? Some people have been to combat, right? The two-way rifle range is what they call it. Well, combined combat, right? Vietnam with the spirit of folly, the spirit of folly, right? On your motherfucking ass in the middle of a firefight. This is how they say that the 6-Day War in 68, 67, the 1967 Six-Day War, right? The Israelis. This is how they say that they won. That people don't mention. Because Israel was able to take down like 6-7 nations like in 6 days, which is impossible. How did they do that? Okay. Well, they were using asymmetric warfare at the time. They were using different things like weather manipulation, but most of all, they were using things like drugs, like LSD, right? They're spraying their opponents with LSD and rendering them incapable of fighting back. You gotta understand how unscrupulous, right, this devil is, right, and how he gets things done. All right, the only way through what is coming is if the Most High has you written into making it through Jacob's trouble, right? He that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. What does that mean? That means you got to make it through Jacob's trouble, man. You got people popping up right now. You guys are going to be... What you're saying, I'm scared as shit. You got to get your fear dialed in. You got unhealthy fear and you got healthy fear, right? You got to understand these things, right? Got to get up to speed. If you're just coming into this thing, look at the elder apostles. Do what they do. Act like them, and pray hard. Right, unceasing. That's all you got. There's no time left. They're discussing. Let's measure the time. Okay. Let's measure the time. Here's the first factor in measuring the time. The name, the spiritual name of the year 2025, okay? The hopeful year that we're delivered. That pretty much says it all. So whatever's left in this year, right, is the time that's left. We're measuring what? The time. Well, how do you do it? Well, you think that just came out of the elder apostle? No, it came through the Spirit. So the spirit says, we're getting out of here, right? Pretty damn quick. See how I did that? Pretty damn quick. Whether you're ready or not. Here's the message. Whether you said, see, a nigga with his scary ass don't have his fear in order. Here we go. Salakia. Proverbs 1 and 7. A nigga don't have his fear in order, and therefore you're doomed. Okay? There's nothing. Most High is the tip top. Who are you going to fear? Esau? Stupid. Stupid. You got to fear somebody. Who are you going to fear? Esau. You're stupid. That's your God. If you fear Esau, that's your God. The Most High told you not to fear. Told you when to fear. Told you when not to fear. Who are you going to? You're going to listen to Esau, your enemy, whose job is to confuse and to lie to you. You trust this motherfucker with all your heart. Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear, we got to deal with fear. You got to do, in order to understand Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, the Most High God, you better start with fear. And this is going to tell you. Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. You don't know shit until you figure out fear. Right? And you better figure it out quick. Because in the end, you're going to wind up fearing the Most High anyway. You can fear Esau you want. But in the end, you're going to fear the Most High anyway. You just fucked up, that's all. Your fear was misguided. You failed the first test. Right? To knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Let me read the whole thing. Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instruction. So, I love that instruction thing. Right? Here's the instruction. Start with fear and bring balance to fear. You got good fear, you got bad fear. There's the balance. Know the difference. What is good fear? The fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. What is bad fear? Anything else. Should be simple, right? But that's where you start. Here's the instruction. Start with fear. Are you listening? Because time is way short. Fear the Most High. Well, how do I do that? Watch the elder apostles. You're going to see fear, humility, measured temperament, right? Wisdom, aged wisdom in this truth, right? You'll be able to see the difference between the truth and somebody who's trying to make money at this late stage in the game. What are you making money for? You're making money to put it on this chip that you don't believe in. It's real simple. Okay, and if you can't get it, then we're moving. Fuck you. Because if you can't take this shit, you can't take Jacob's trouble. If you're a pussy ass, nothing ass, I'm hurt by some words, and the fact that only the elect can make it, then you ain't fucking making it. You got to make it through Jacob's trouble, and only the elect are going to do that. And the Most High is going to put the spirit on them to do it. So you better get in that spirit. You better start acting like it. Mass death. What does mass death smell like? That you got to make it through. All your people, your family, your parents, these people are dead. Nothing matters anymore. The only thing that matters is survival, making it through, because you're fixed on it. You figured it out. Now you got tunnel vision, right? And all of this chaotic shit, right, that you've never seen before is not affecting you at all. You better get your ass ready for that. That fucking battlefield. If you can't see the battle, Hey, regular street motherfuckers are gearing up just to hit the street, right? Protesting all ain't no protest. That's the fucking battlefield, man. Okay? Trust and believe it's gonna move from holding signs to who's packing and who's shooting who, and open blatant my side against. What the fuck do you think a civil war is about? What is it? Is everybody gonna go put on a red and blue uniform and go stand off in front of each other? No. As World War III is going on over there or wherever, you think there's not a war going on right here? Simultaneous? Chaos everywhere? Despair? Hopelessness? All of that added into, I'm on the battlefield, this combat nigga, but darkness. See, what happened, what was going on in ancient Egypt while Pharaoh was getting his ass kicked? What was going on? Well, the Most High was bombarding this nigga with things, right, that the Most High can do. When the Most High goes to war, see, nigga don't understand the magnitude of this very statement. Well, Pharaoh, with his stupid ass, went to war with Yahweh Bashim. Pharaoh's just a man, and his horses, right, are made of flesh. This nigga went to war with Yahweh Bashim. Right? And now Esau is about to do the same thing, and Adolf Schicklgruber warned this motherfucker about that. The motherfucking safety nets. If this dog runs over here and jumps on me, he's gonna get sliced up. Type neighborhood. And the Doberman, he starts sprinting over here. You want to be able to, anyway. No leash. Uh, Ephesians 5. You might as well get that. What should you be doing, man? If you came in last week and about to join the IUIC because you like their outfits, then get your ass up there. Ephesians, select. Yeah, get your ass up out of here. You're in the wrong spot. Okay, bear with me. It's Colossians 3. I'm in Ephesians. This happens to me. All right, so this is what I'm getting at. I guess the Doberman is not going to attack me. All right. As a grown-ass man, right? When I came into the truth, I had a selection: ISUPK, IUIC, ICC, what is it? GOC, GOCC. You know, they were all out there. I was drawn to GMS because they weren't charging. They weren't charging for breakdown. Everybody else was charging for breakdowns. I'm like, okay, well, they're not charging. This is the right way. And so, in about 16 plus years, 17 years now, and as a grown ass man, right, who purports to have an iota of wisdom and knowledge, right, outside of the truth. Um, the only wise choice of who to follow is the older Apostle Tahar. All right. After 17 years, right? All of which I was already a grown ass man. Okay. I would say at 45, you're a grown ass man. All right. Anyway, just looking today after you see people change and go through different things, right? And who they are today, where what they have achieved, right? Where their ministry was going. Well, guess where we're at right now? Okay. Everything has come to a head, right? The Neuralink, everything is coming to a head. All right. If you don't think that that's the mark, you can't clearly see that that's what this whole thing is about, right? And you're not explaining what that is. Well, what is it? If that's not the mark, what is that? That's not in the scripture. We're not being warned about that, right? You can't see it. You're being blinded anyway. Uh, there's just too many things, right? False teachers included, that indicate this thing's about to pop off. That event that's gonna happen is gonna scare the shit out of everybody, right? How do you get everybody to go down at the same time? Oh, that will go back to that EMP that they were warning about all last week. Well, it's very real. It's very real because they're considering it again, right? They're back to the EMP. Well, that'll do it, right? The EMP will do it. That'll spark this thing off and get it cracking. We're an EMP away, right? When the power goes down for 3 days, that's it. It started. Okay? Go into your plan. Listen. You should be listening. You should know what to be listening for. The Spirit telling you, guiding you, right? And it behooves you to be familiar with that Spirit, the Spirit of truth, right? As it guides you, because you're going to need to know when to go left and when to go right. 12 and 10. Never, never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. All right. These are the things that you got to know, right? To endure until the end, to make it across the battlefield, right? To the LZ, the landing zone, for the pickup, to meet them birds, right? Or that one bird. And that's all I got, man. I got the same story every week. How do we get the hell up out of here? And how soon is it going to be? What are the signs? And what do I got to do to prepare, right? Colossians. Let's read Colossians again. I think I got distracted. Colossians 3 and 4. Put on therefore as the elect of God, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Hamashiach forgave you, so also do ye. And above all these things, put on charity, which is the bond of perfectness. Now, again, I've never met the elder apostles in person, but in order to call somebody your teacher, right, especially me, you have to live up to, you have to practice what you preach, right? So, Lockie, bear with me. Anyway, um, yeah, a guy is solid. If you're just coming in, right, you're watching this. Here's my advice to you. All right, stick to GMS. This is the way out of here. All right. Yes, you need the name. Yes, the MOTB is the C hit. This is the way out of here. All right. I've done the homework for you. Okay. I've done the homework for you. And this is what I came up with. Here's the way up out of here. Okay. Get ready to fight. Here's the way out. Get ready to fight. What else? Colossians 3 and 4. Put on therefore as the elect of God, holy and beloved, bowels of mercy, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering. That's the elder apostles. After 17 years, that's who they are. I should be a great judge of character. After watching somebody for 10 years, hell, for 5, you should know who you're dealing with. I know who I'm dealing with. If you just came into this thing, model yourselves after the elder apostles of GMS, and then do this. Here's a speed course. Okay? Stick to GMS and do this. Colossians 3 and 12. Put on therefore as the elect of God. Start acting like you're the elect. Well, what is the elect doing right now? Getting ready to get the fuck up out of here, right? Not selling fringes and T-shirts and trying to chase the bag and what they're The elect are warning the people, this is your last fucking chance, idiot. You don't see the end? We're out of here. We moving on. And that's pretty much it, man. That is pretty much it. I could keep going. You know? That one damn thing to say, that's it. Get your ass ready. Make sure that. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I should probably go eat something. This is like earthquake weather. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close the camp. And I'm gonna close it with, what am I gonna close it with? I'm gonna close it how I always close it because that's milk too. But I just hope I touched on some milk, and my main focus today that the spirit was guiding me in was to speak to the newcomers, right? Because I'm not for the newcomer. I'm an old guy. I'm an old crotchety old man, and if you don't get it, then fuck you. You know, if you know, I talk funny, I talk proper now. That nigga talk, you know. Most High put me out here as a stumbling block, right? Because some people need that frequency, right? Maybe two, and they might watch my video. But we're just too close to the end, okay, for playing any motherfucking games, man. What you got to know is how to operate on the battlefield, all right? And if you don't know, the spirit is going to let you know, so get ready for that, all right? Understand that you're going to be on the battlefield, all right? Go watch the Book of Eli again. Go watch The Road again, okay? And understand, in the first scene in the Book of Eli, the most important thing to him is getting them boots. You can start right there. Your feet are very important on the battlefield. You gotta know how to take care. Go to YouTube and how to take care of your feet on the battlefield. Start there. Oh, well, you need some foot powder. You need fresh socks and some mole skin just in case you fucking burn a hole in your toe. You got some little shit that you could just wrap it up with and keep, because once your feet are fucked up, I'm gonna say this every week. If you're marching, if you're walking, you ain't walking if your feet are fucked up. You gotta start there. If you can't walk, you're fucked up. Take care of your feet, legs, hands. You're gonna need that. If you ain't got, all you got is one hand, nigga, and the other one is wrapped up in some shit, and you gotta climb a damn thing, you're fucked up. You gotta make it through. Hey, combat, nigga. What the hell do you think the battlefield is? It's combat. You better wrap your head around that shit. You gotta make it through the end. What do you mean to endure through the end? The end of what? World War III, which will be going on right here. Some form of World War III will be going on right here in Babylon the Great, in your town, whether it be the race war, the civil war. I'm hunting niggas. I'm hungry. I'm a motherfucking cannibal now. The water to all the brothers. The Akim, the Aqua. Ecclesiastes 12. 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So that fear, you see, the whole thing is you're in a scary movie. And the Most High made the scary movie. And if you make it all the way through the scary movie, that's the way the movie was written. It's an easy way to look at it. So all you can really do is hope that you're of the elect. So act like it. With that, we hope that the elect are edified, you brothers and you sisters, all right? Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Kal Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elected tabernacle of David, right? Aqua that are listen and learn, being a pillar of rest, all right? The 144,000 and 1/3, the hopeful elected, that's my brother, Malakya. You change your name, Malak, Malak, YAH, Malakya. You did your part, brother. The water, brother. The water. Hey, beloved, I love you. I love all of you guys. All right. Hey, just get ready. The Most High, he's going to link us up. Watch. He's going to link us up. All right. And I'm ready. I can't wait to meet you guys. All right. So with that, we hope that the elect are edified. All right. The water, brother. Shalom. See you next time.